Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'm just sick of shit, nigga. Nah, let's finish this shit. Let's do it. And I got a couple of flows. You let me see that I'm giving you all of my heart. Everything that I'm feeling inside. Don't look up out in the records. Repugnant pundits that push agendas and pass judgment. My confidence consequently squandered. I'm being honest. These moments never lapse. I sit and watch them pass me, but still find time for the craft throughout the midst of madness. This mind-numbing tactic has now been a major factor. What you see as monotonous becomes my daily practice. Studied around book from front to back till I know it all. It's every adjective, it's every consonant, it's every similar verb noun that's fortified. It's for the soul, but it's all composed like a fragile mind. Yes, love. Knowledge, nigga.
Don't know what they mean. They're special just for you. White arms baking butter on the stove, cooking up a dream, turning diamonds into snow.
Now, in my family work they whole lives, I've seen them struggle and survive. That's why I learned the meaning of sacrifice. To love someone so much that you put your dreams on the shelf, to provide a life for them that you never had for yourself. I recall all them nights in Dillon, arguments over low funds, roaches inside the dresser, but never settle for less of these rappers. Speak of progression as though they've actually seen it. This mind-boggling selfishness is old. Materialistic shit can fix all of your problems and situations and instances. I've seen what money does to the soul. It muddies it. If there's no moral compass, but you've amassed an amount of wealth, and invest in the crucifix and attempt at saving yourself. I can tell you it's fucking hopeless, but that would be pessimistic to post a child for contain negativity. I will never be, no longer am I lost in my thoughts. I'm doing the best I can, I have to put myself in their shoes. How hypocritical am I to judge what someone's been through, or why they act the way they act and do the things that they do? It's all perspective, we subject ourselves to different vices, and my advice is be decisive with decisions you make. Don't be overtly obsessed, false balance the truth. Everything in due time, it's not as bad as you think. The frame you're singing things through, just multiply it by 2 and you'll see a bigger picture than the one you currently view. Yes, Lord. Knowledge.
Tattoos, don't know what they mean. They're special just for you. White arms baking butter on the stove, cooking up a dream, turning diamonds into snow.
And I wanted to make it, I guess. How do I live with the criticisms? People are giving an opinion, they put it upon a pedestal. A pen for your thoughts, but I never asked for change. My work ethic's ridiculous and yours is not the same. I swear to God that I wrote it all with a pure intention, the truest testament with no excessive false aesthetics. You couldn't imagine or fathom the effort I'm exuding. My heart and soul in this shit, but yet they forced me to prove it. Who in the fuck could have done it the way that I've done it with all of the pressure? No label backing the facetious claims of independence. No hidden investment, this shit is developed in my mind. I pray to God and ask for strength and patience through these times. It's to the point that I'm past the same, but it's intertwined. 4:30 a.m. I'm up, on my day is just begun. I'm living a life of focus, I'm giving you nothing but realness. But give it a couple of minutes, I swear you'll hear all my devotion. Feel like I'm stagnant, I'm running in place. All of the time that I've invested, if I spent it in vain, giving you a better effort, should've networked more. Got me thinking to myself, what I do all of this for? How you complain about the hatred, but you accepting the love. So I take the good with the bad and I ignore the assumptions. I ain't read comments in years, cause they don't do nothing for me. I never take for granted the fact I'm alive, it's a blessing. Nah. Knowledge. God bless.
They're special just for you.